major move right here, baby. Gotta get one of these guys. Understand? Yeah. Golden glide. We're frequent like flight mileage. I ain't no secret. I might holler, but I ain't gon' sweat you, baby. Catch up with your gang, run faster. Don't let them lose you, cause I ain't gon' bless you. Unless you feel a little desperate. Send a text message, girl. Stop. Wait a minute. The way you move that hurt, you done got my heart. I'm in it, and I just wanna be with you tonight. Girl, please, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you. Wanna see what it do. Can I be free? This is how I feel. I'm in need of love. So let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right. And I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Let's dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I want you. I'll admit it, this just ain't no game, this just ain't words that I'm speeding. If you could see the thoughts that's in my head, I'm tripping, I'm a player, yeah, it's true. But I changed the game for you, to see what it do. Can I be free? This is how I feel.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA this Saturday afternoon. Go. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
No one was surprised last year when they won their season series against this team. And most people expect this to be a repeat of that, too.
They just seem to match up very well whenever they play these guys. You can tell they have a ton of confidence.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership and some very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Good school, you know I'm cool. So hey, shorty, what it is? The Carter who it is, and shorty do it big. The party at my crib, that's a party in the hills. You call it what you want, but she can call it what she feel. This is how I feel. I'm in need of love, so let's dip up out of here. Ooh, you're just my type. Everything's so right, and I just want you. So let's dip up out of here. Dip up out of here. She's fine too, but I want you. She's fine too, but I.
Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. Taking a look at Philadelphia. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one. Given the rivalry these teams have, it could be an emotional game.
I think it's always that way when these guys get together. The fans and the players are jacked up. Even the vendors are ramped up, talking stuff. It's a special matchup for sure.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Maxey, no good.
And there aren't many players with a quicker first step than Tyrese Maxey.
And I love the way he uses it to his advantage, Greg. I mean, he's got an athletic advantage over most of the guys that are defending him, and he'll exploit it every chance he gets. But that quick first step and fearlessness, lethal combination.
James Harden connects from three-point range.
You can't let Harden get comfortable from outside the arc. I mean, he's capable of raining threes in bunches.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. This, of course, their first chance to play Miami this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. Two elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Now Lowry. James Harden missing on the three. Second chance effort. And Adebayo with the lay-in. Adebayo's got his second bucket tonight.
And this is the level of intensity Adebayo brings. He's terrific at channeling that energy on the offensive glass.
Harden outside. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 6 points.
I mean, it's hard not to appreciate Harden because he's the complete package.
Lowry. And he gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Harden. 6 points for him. This one for three. Philadelphia moving the ball around. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Hits the three-point bomb.
You know, Harden's done a nice job really increasing his playmaking over the last few years and excels at finding teammates.
And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA. Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy is working.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. 5 on the clock. And here's Harden for three. Rebound by the Heat.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Oladipo outside. Launches it. And Embiid pulls it down. And it's Harden with the ball for Philadelphia. From downtown. Denied once again. Misfiring at a 30% rate. He's 3 for 10 now. Loads it up for Butler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And all you have to do is throw the ball in Butler's direction, and he'll handle the rest for you, believe me. Fantastic at finishing on the alley-oops.
From deep, Harden.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Miami's shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. Free throw no good for Butler.
In a league where everybody appears to be best friends, Jimmy Butler's a bit of a throwback. I mean, he plays the game with a real attitude and edge and only cares about winning. You got to respect that.
Out to the right wing. Oladipo outside. And finished off by Oladipo.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Heat out front. They lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
The Heat leading by 4. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process here, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
And of course, one of the league's longest tenured coaches, GA, is Eric Spoelstra. And he's having a Hall of Fame level career.
And you look at the ground he broke when he was first hired. Not only young, Spo was the first Asian American head coach in any of the 4 major North American sports league, and worked his way up from video coordinator.
Already he's looking at his 3rd foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the 3rd quarter.
Here's Hero.
Good challenge that time by Embiid, using all that length quite well.
Hero, no good. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. On the wing, Harris. Oh, good on the 3. Well, he by 5.
Team foul. Now in the game, Jimmy Butler.
Now, here's Lowry. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Harden with it. Lowry picks him up. Outside, Maxey trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Yes, that goes in. 10 points for James Harden.
He will not settle for a long jumper if he can get points inside. Harden will take any opening he can get. He exploits what the defense provides.
Kicks it out to Hero. Pass to Butler. Just 5 on the clock. Into the lane. And it's Butler with the jam.
Hey, got it like that aggressiveness of Butler. I mean, slicing inside and finishing with the dunk. Come on now. That's well done.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Well, we know how Tyler Hero's a bucket, but still lots of room for growth. Last season, the 6th Man of the Year winner, he really did struggle, though, in the postseason.
And they go to the intentional. live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Portland playing for the home crowd again tonight. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and they just look sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen. Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
And again, it's Portland with the three.
The range of Lillard is endless. You cannot let him get looks from deep. Dame will hit him.
Portland with a new 14. Back to Grant. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. A second chance effort. They shoot again. Out to the right wing. Lillard surveying the D. Stolen by Grant. Lillard outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he's in the conversation. You'd have to include Walt and Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument.
Stolen away. It's stolen by Little. Simons with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Simons on the wing. 11 points last game. Down low. Here's Eubanks.
Lillard understands his guys depend on him to run the offense, including finding them in their spots.
Pass to Simons. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. To the middle. Here's Grant. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Good touch from Jerami Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
Lillard from outside. Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. This, of course, the first opportunity to play Portland this season. To the inside. Eubanks. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Back to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. Grant, that's good.
And he put on his hard hat on the offensive glass. Jerami Grant knows where to be in these situations.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. So both teams making some changes here. And even here, in the middle of the season, Steve, some players are really putting in the work and playing with postseason energy.
Well, that's a mark of greatness in my book, Kevin. Guys who value every game and don't want any unnecessary losses on their record.
It's his first trip to the line. And he makes both free throws.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Dame Lillard can untie your shoes with moves like that.
The rebound by Watford. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Three-pointer Lillard. The rebound by Johnson. Two big marks there, you're right. And the last two lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Off target from outside.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Pass to Knox. Here's Wright. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that group. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
A versatile wing with a good overall skill set. Reddish has a bright future in this league, and I think his peers would agree.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Pass to Lillard. Here he goes. And then Lillard slams it in.
A fantastic penetrator. Once Lillard sees a lane to the rim open up, he jumps on it.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Trailblazers lead by 2.
The Trailblazers 13. Badger Trailblazers.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Pass to Watford. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Second chance shot. And Lillard with the lay-in. Lillard's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Trailblazers.
Agile drive by Anthony Simons. He sees an opening and takes off.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Greg, when you watch Anthony Simons play, you can see the burst he has on the ball.
And that goes for him attacking the rim and rising up for a shot. Impossible to stay in front of him with that quick first step. And with his skill and athleticism, boy, the sky's the limit.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Lillard with it. 9 points in the game so far. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 11 points.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the back end. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Here's Fable. And it's Portland with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. Here's Watford. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Here is Lillard. It's tipped. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks. No good from Grant.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Flashing that limitless range once again. Lillard is a phenomenal shooter.
And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference.
On the floor for your Trailblazers, Jeremy Grant, Cameron Reddish,
Trailblazers leading by 10.
Deion Johnson.
Pass to Thibault. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:35 left now here in the second. Here's Lillard, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. We've got 1:28 left from the first half of basketball. Here's Eubanks to stop the drought. Rebound by Johnson.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. On defense, the Trailblazers. Thibault with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Eubanks. Another shot. Nice work on the board. It's paying off at the basket. Eubanks got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers. Tipped away. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Good on the three-point shot.
For 3.
Shot selection still needs a little work, but Cam Reddish has excellent range on the jumper.
Grant outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. A shot by Reddish, no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Kicks it out to Johnson. From downtown. That one doesn't go. And so it's Portland looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. We'll return shortly. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensive.
5 to shoot. Lillard misses.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Grant, that's good.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
Eubanks grabs the miss.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Capable of getting it done from anywhere. Lillard is adept at getting to his spots and finding his rhythm.
Drives to the hoop. And it's blocked. Lets it go with a three. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. Back to Grant. To the paint. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
A jack of all trades, Jeremy Grant also has a strong feel for when his guys are uncovered.
Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players. You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Out left to the wing. The wide open shot by Little. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Simons with the ball. Now defended by Grant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard way outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And that's another three. And if really, if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Now, here's Johnson. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Watford. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
To the wing on the left. Here's Thibault. To the left side wing. Lillard outside. Simons on the wing. Goes back up. He lays it in. And the Trailblazers lead by 15.
Forget the contact. Simons makes it anyway.
That one good for 2. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Lillard scanning the floor. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Portland.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the...
Oh, wow! He went...
It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
Here's Knox. And they recover it. Here's the 3. No good. And it's Portland the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good. Grant's got 6 here in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lillard outside. It's hauled in by Thibault. The Trailblazers have shot 2 of 5 from the free throw line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
6 seconds left in the third. Here's Johnson. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Portland enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk.
The Trailblazers, 38.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Down by 12. From past the arc. Little with the rebound. Here's Sharp. Driving the lane. Tries again. Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Little. And another shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Fending off defenders, Little able to get the shot off.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lillard comes with the double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Call is jump ball.
Simons with the ball. And it's Reddish picking him up. Pass to Grant. Out of hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. Now Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard. And Portland making a change here. Trailblazers leading by 13. Going inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The decisiveness on the drive. Lillard just daring the defense to foul him.
First free throw is good. He's off on the second. The topic of parity is always front and center with the NBA. So, Steve, how do you see the balance in the league these days?
Well, Kevin, the NBA's done a good job trying to keep financial equality between teams. But the biggest stars want to play in the biggest markets. So parity will always be a factor.
Good, and Grant gets the assist. Lillard's got 9 points here in the second half.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits the second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man. Sometimes it's all about patience. His first 3 of the game, something to build on.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Little. Shoots the 3. Again the miss by Lillard. Trailblazers leading by 14.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Not the guy you want to send to the stripe. Damian Lillard cashes in on his free throws.
No good on that one.
Shooting for Portland.
He hits the second from the line. Now a timeout called by Portland.
And as fans and broadcasters, we're not permitted to hear the specifics in these huddles.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then follows it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Oh!
It's so good to watch Grant do his thing on offense. He loves leaping up and dropping the hammer.
First free throw is good. Free throw is good from Lillard. .135 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Simons. Portland moving the ball around. Launches it. Drills it from outside.
Doesn't take many of those, but Nazir Little from beyond the arc.
Pass to Simons. Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Trailblazers.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Damian Lillard.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount.
Oh, did you see that? Love watching Little do his thing inside. Tear the rim down, young fella.
Fires from deep. The rebound by Grant. And so Grant will bring it up for Portland. 11-point game. Lillard outside. The three. The three won't fall. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Complete.
Game like it's EA. Have a before the plane land. Couldn't let the flight attendants through the doors. Yeah. We went to Hawaii to change the climate. Yeah. She had a little buddy. Yeah. She said, Roddy, inside of your diamonds. Yeah. Put my Emma cuts on then. Yeah. Hopping islands just to change my environment. We plotting on Raris. Started in Dodgers. Hey, I like 4 hands on me when I get my massages. Hey, I call her Lil Nicky. I got a 50 on me, but I told her I keep it 100. Since I was a little, I just about to go give me some money. Since I made up 25 million on one of them days, now they right in my way. I got fatigue on my body, I don't ride my Maserati, it's right, I'm going.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined courtside by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. 2 very excellent teams going at it.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
And stolen by Brown. The kick out to White. All alone. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
I'll tell you what, a lot can be said about the contract Harden took to stay in Philly. He took less than what he commanded to help the team sign depth and rotation players. A very big gesture from Harden, showing just how much he wants to win in Philly.
Now here's Brown. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26.5 a game. Pass to Maxey. Tatum with a steal. Here's Brown. The rebound by Maxey.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Horford with the block.
Horford relentless as a defender in good position. That shot never had a chance.
Harden can't hit.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And here's Harris outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden.
You know, the mindset Harris has is one that allows him to be ready to shoot as soon as that ball touches his hands. Catch and fire.
Now here's Tatum. Coming off 41 points last game out. And there is a whistle. That goes on Tobias Harris. That's his first foul. Here's Brown. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point range. Can't hit that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Outside Harden. Now here's Embiid. Williams defending. Here we go. Nice move. And it's Tatum laying it in. Well, we're at the time of the calendar when some teams go through a mid-season lull. Grant, what has to be done to avoid that?
Well, first of all, you have to keep your composure. You cannot panic. And, of course, this is when a coach earns his keep. Motivation becomes key. Keeping the players focused and making sure nobody starts coasting.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Harden, a former league MVP, 3-time scoring champ. Grant, the only thing he's missing is a title.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, it would only help cement his legacy. For years, he'd carry his team only to run out of gas in the playoffs. But postseason success counts for a lot when it's all said and done.
Now here's Williams. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's Harrell with a rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Inside. Out to the right wing. Back to Melton. Misses in close. Boston trailing. Outside Brogdon. Knocked loose. Outside McDaniels. No good on the 3.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Hauser. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You know, in the past several seasons, there's been one constant with the 76ers. They're going to be among the best defensive teams in the league.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Now here's Milton. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Back to Niang. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Williams misses. The Sixers leading. Pass to Melton. Outside Milton. Fires for 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Griffin slams it in.
What hustle from Griffin on the fast break, running the floor and making sure they convert.
Here's Milton. Now here's McDaniels. Melton on the wing. He buries it from 3. Griffin left side. Oh, Harrell with the denial.
You know, when Harrell does a good job with his positioning defensively, he can block some shots. Solid job right there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sixers ahead, up by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Out to Harris. Pass to Milton. And the bucket is good. Milton's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer. Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
To the middle. Here's Embiid. Pass to Milton. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
76ers substitution. James Harden.
And we played through the first minute here in the second.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season. He's just too quick to the cup. No one near him to get postered.
Here's Harden. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Tatum inside. Pass to Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Hey, defenders already have a lot to worry about with Tatum scoring. And he's making passes like that, too. Watch out.
Right side, Harden. Out to Harris. Nice D from Tatum. Boston on offense. They're on a 10-1 run. And there's a 3-second violation. The Sixers trailing. Well, Grant, you look at the Celtics and their defense. Not a surprise. It's at the heart of this team.
No question. I mean, you have 3+ defenders on the perimeter. Their big men can switch on the guards and protect the rim, too. Top to bottom, they can match up well with any team.
Outside Tatum. On the take. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one a little long.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
So it's Philadelphia now. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Here's Harden. Back to Embiid. And stolen by Williams. And Williams punches it home.
You know, Horford is really good and selective at when he needs to be aggressive and when he needs to move the ball.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
We see this every night. He has the skill and versatility to keep a defense guessing.
Timeout called. The Celtics. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now here's Brogdon. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Milton. Pass to House. Back to Milton. Milton outside. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Hornets.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
Here's Horford. And finally, they hit one. Horford's got his first 2 points.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts, and that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Up top, Muscala, averaging around 6 a game. Right side, Brogdon. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Celtics up by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And in any season, you'll have your struggling teams. Clark is a competitor. How hard is it to bring your best when you're enduring a tough stretch?
Well, I think it comes down to the responsibility you have to yourself and your team to give it your best shot. And competitors want to compete, and you have to relish that, even when you have the deck stacked against you. So weathering adversity and still being professional and committed to competing, I think is the mark of every pro, should be the mark of every pro.
Outside Tatum. Drives to the hoop.
Good, solid, basic, fundamental defense. Tucker on balance, light on his feet, alert, beautifully done.
And it's Maxey missing. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to Williams. Tatum from long range. He can't get it to go. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Well, whenever you bring up the 76ers, you instantly think of Joel Embiid.
Oh, no question. He's the face of this franchise. Embiid is as good as anyone in the league. Off the floor, Joel is willing to take the blame when things don't go right. That's who you want as a leader.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Celtics are handing the keys to the two Jays, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. There have been growing pains, and even some question if the pair could coexist. But Brown said, quote, "The adversity will help us grow. As long as I'm on the same page with him and he's on the same page with me, we're all good." Brian?
Figuring it out, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brown. It's deflected.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Pure from three-point range.
He drilled one from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
And the call will be against James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Substitutions for the Celtics.
Down low. Here's Williams. And Tucker pulls it down. The Sixers leading. Harris outside. Harden, deep three-point land. The rebound, Celtics.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
So it's Philadelphia now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Some room here for Harris. It's good from about 19 feet. Harris has got 5 now.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there. Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Outside White. Clock at 4. The rebound by Embiid. And so here is Philadelphia. The lead is 2. To the paint. Outside Tucker. Pass to Harden. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
He's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Outside Brown. Here's Pritchard. Back to Brown. For the lead. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And Philadelphia calls time here.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Give it up for Celtics Entertainment. Substitution on the court. Celtics Entertainment.
Now the 76ers with it. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. For 3, Harrell. Williams grabs the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Muscala. Outside Brogdon. He takes it in. Can't connect from short range. Milton with it. Now guarded by Brogdon. Here's Niang. Back to Milton. Knocked away. Soft touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 4.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
From deep, Melton connects from downtown. Melton's got 6 points. Here's Brogdon. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Time for a quick. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Boston on offense. 7-point differential. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that game will conclude a 4-game homestand for them.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Niang inside. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And you have to think that one advantage this Celtics team has is a deep roster. Lots of quality guys they can assemble different ways. They're pretty adaptable.
You know, a versatile bench really is a gift for the Celtics in tough situations.
And even a great starting five isn't perfect against every opponent. It's important to have flexibility, and that's something that Boston definitely has. That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. There's Tatum with the three. Good, and it's Horford who picks up the assist.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Here's Harden, and he drives in. And then Harden with the jam.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Oh, a deep three from Tatum. And the Celtics another three.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. Nice job from the three-point line this half.
Three-pointer, Harden. And the 76ers another three.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
The Celtics making a switch here. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the head coach for Boston had some instruction for his guys during the break. He said, quote, "We are within striking distance. This is where we take over and turn this game into our favor. Let's go get it."
Allie, thank you. Back to Harden. The three is up. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
One of the game's best drivers without question. James Harden loves to shift gears, change of pace, slow, fast, intermediate speed, and then use that body of his to shield the ball. Nightmare defender.
Knocks down the triple. Tatum's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Screen by Embiid. 5 on the clock. Harden misses. Boston trailing. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Tell you what, that's impressive strength there from Tatum. You got to respect that. Even when you try to wrap him up, he finds a way to score.
Personal foul. Second.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter. outside Harden. Pass to Embiid. Harris on the wing. Outside Tucker. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Harden can't hit. Outside White. .107 left to play in the fourth. Here's Tatum. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tucker.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot. This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. They'll tie it up. Oh, a tremendous three with time.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
On the wing, Harden. Back to Embiid. To the inside. Harden can't hit. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so it will head to the line for two. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
Yeah, and high-stakes shots are always extra challenging. Now, Brown just needs to focus on his mechanics and get it done.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Score's tied at 48. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Yeah, things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Pass to Tatum. Driving inside. Money.
And Tatum continues to evolve before our eyes, showing excellent leadership by knocking down these clutch shots.
And the 76ers call time here. They're losing by 2. 1 second left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
And this comes down to whether they want to go for a 3 to win or send it to overtime with a 2. Either way, it's got to happen off this inbound pass.
Here's Harden. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to OT, but they come up